Terry, it's a rather strange thing for Yeovil Town. We've never had it before, an international break. How does it affect the running of the team and the club?
Well, there's some positives and negatives. Obviously, after the result of the weekend, we'd like to have had another game coming up, and like to have for it to have been, a Saturday and then another Saturday. I mean, our run of games now is Ipswich away, Sheffield Wednesday away, then Ipswich away. So they're not ideal games, both being away on a Saturday and a Tuesday. So that's a bit of a negative. But on the positives, we could get some real good training into them this week. We've trained a little bit more intense and made it real tough for them. And we're going to have a game behind closed doors just to make sure that we're ticking over as well. So there's been positives and negatives, but however you deal with it, tonight me and Darren and the gaffer, we're going to be going to watch the Bristol derby. I think it's the first time in 6 years that they've done that, so it's a nice opportunity for us to go and watch different teams and different levels and keep ourselves up to date with that. And it's been a really intense week, and we was really disappointed with the decisions the weekend, for and against. And it's just been building that. We feel that the team's coming together, the performances are there now. We just need to pick up points with it. So the boys that have been on the outskirts of the team have done some real hard graft. But it's all with the football, so it's been enjoyable for them, and now the team's all come back together. It's a real positive going into this weekend.
How do the players look upon them? A few days off for them. I suppose it's fairly beneficial from their perspective.
Yeah, it is. It's a good little one to get away, and we had a really short summer, so for us it was really important that they're going to get a couple of days to themselves, and with coming back so early and then getting straight back into that intensity, a lot of people could go back, spend a bit of time with their families, whether it be in London. If people want to take the missus away for a few days, they can do, and it just recharges your batteries. But we'll be back into game mode next week and getting ourselves ready. So for a couple of big games coming up, but they'll definitely need them. The Championship is a hard old slog. It's a tough league, and we've noticed that, and we need to make sure that we're giving the boys a little bit of mental time away to come back firing next week for a real important week.
On a more general note, we just had the transfer window deadline. I take it you sat up and watched half of it. What did you make of it all?
We was in here for half of it. So yeah, we were still at work. We didn't leave till later on, obviously waiting for the Liam Fontaine thing to come through, and seeing if the phone was going to ring. So we had a nice little evening in here with no windows for the deadline day, and then I went back sort of later on, and it was still a busy day for us, and it was one that although it was only one that came in, it was still little bits and pieces that was going on behind the scenes, and that'll probably all come out in the gaffer's book one day.
Well, I'm sure it will. What about the major one was obviously Ozil to Arsenal. Do you think that's a good move for the Premiership generally?
Yeah, to see. I think Mourinho called him the world's best number 10. That shadow striker. It's great to see him in England and in the Premier League, and what he's going to bring. And I'm really pleased for Arsenal and Arsene Wenger, because he does get a lot of stick, and they haven't spent a lot of money, but they've gone out, and to be fair, when he does bring in quality, he brings in the best of the best, and when he ends up paying a lot of money. So for them it's a good move. For us it's a good move to see them in this country. And second of all, I don't really care, to be honest with you. We're just worrying about ourselves, but it is nice for the Premier League and the big boys. But I'm more worried about who we're bringing in, and I feel like we brought in a good one with Liam Fontaine.